rubber tire backhoe, obvioly. We're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second. We'll run it in the third. If you buy this machine from me or some of the others that we have for sale, we've got a 310 there. We've got some motor graders, some dump trucks, compactors. Point is, if you buy any of these tractors from me, you're going to be dealing with Provencio, who's my right-hand man. He's the guy running the camera. The serial number of this machine is, the full serial number is CAT0416, E like Edward, H like Henry, S like Sam, HA0693. I'm going to leave that last digit blank. Okay, so price on a new backhoe like this is probably anywhere, Caterpillar backhoe is probably 110 to 120,000. The hours on this machine are 35 to 75, but we kind of use it around the yard here, so it might accrue a few more hours here and there. As far as manufacturers go, Caterpillar, by the way, this is cleaned it off a little better, but you get to see it in its working clothes. As far as manufacturers go, Caterpillar is #1 in the world in terms of heavy construction mining equipment. This machine here weighs 14,960 pounds. The widest point is the bucket, which is 7 foot 6 inches. The highest point is the top of that cab, which is 9.5 feet. The transportation length of this machine, when it's up in transport profile, from the corner of that knuckle to the front of that cutting edge, is 24.5 feet. Comparable machines are like Case 580 or like that John Deere 310 right there. Komatsu, I don't even know if they make them anymore. WP140. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like almost every machine we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. I say that because this machine is essentially rust-free. I mean, you'll see where the paint's flecked off and the rainwater's gotten to it, or the paint's been rubbed off, but it in no way, shape, or form is a rust-pervasive machine. We are far enough south and we're 300 miles from the ocean, so the only salt we see is the salt on our kitchen tables, and we even try to stay away from that. So, let's see here. About every machine we purchase comes from one of about 30 different large contractor and municipality that we deal with here in the Metroplex. This machine is no exception. The company that we bought this machine from, we bought a lot of machines from, and back and forth, millions of dollars worth. We've been happy with all the machines we bought and purchased from them, and it should be said that before I purchase any machine, I have 2 mechanics that go out and inspect it, and if they say everything's okay, then I send Provencio to go out and inspect it, and if he says everything's okay, then I personally go out and I inspect it. So these machines are 3 and 4 times vetted before I write a check. As far as options go, it's obviously got a thumb here. It's got a diff lock here, which locks the rear axle. This is considered a 2-wheel drive machine, but even a 4-wheel drive machine, at any given time, you've only got 2 wheels pulling, because these are limited slip differentials. So if one tire locks up, the other tire spins. Well, in this case, on the front and the rear axles. So in this case, you got both tires spinning at the same time, or both tires on the back. So it's It's as good as a four-wheel drive, I would argue. Does this one have a key battery disconnect? I don't know.
No.
It does not?
It does not.
Okay. As far as this engine goes, perfect, you can jump up there. This is a Cat 3054C engine. It's a 78 gross horsepower engine, 74 net. This machine has got a 38-gallon tank, which will run you 12 to 14 hours of operation, depending on your operation, or 12 to 14 hours of use, depending on your operation, I should say. All the fluid levels on this machine are where they should be. There's absolutely no leaks on it. Everything's mechanically sound. Transmission runs through all the gears without hesitation. Brake stop it on a dime. Top speed is 25 miles an hour in forward and reverse. It's got a 4-speed power shuttle transmission. The tires in the rear, as you can see, are 100%. We got a pretty good deal on these tires. So the tires that were on it weren't bad, but we had these tires laying around, so I went ahead and put them on this machine because it's such a nice machine. We figured we could justify the investment. These are 19.5 24s. 19.5 24s, and the fronts are 11 L16s. The hydraulics are strong on this machine. There's no cracks or welds anywhere in the work equipment. All of the pins and the bushings are relatively tight. There's no deflection or any kind of problem in the in this kingpin area for this backhoe. Again, all the hydraulics are strong and there's no cracks or welds. And all these pins are relatively tight. You can see these teeth here are probably about 85%. And this cutting edge is brand new. This front loader bucket is probably about I'd say maybe a yard and a half. It's 7.5 feet wide. It's 3 feet tall, and it's 30 inches deep. This hinge pin right here, if you were loading into a dumpster, the maximum hinge pin height is 10.5 feet. The breakout force on that loader bucket is 9,200 pounds, and the lifting capacity is 5,615 pounds to its full height. As far as this bucket goes, this is a 24-inch bucket. It's got a 25-inch bite. This thumb is a 36-inch thumb, 6 inches wide. The bucket is 47 inches tall, and it's 27 inches deep. The maximum dig depth is 14.5 feet. The maximum reach at ground level from that kingpin area is 18.5 feet. Maximum dig height is 12.5 feet. The breakout force is 11,600 pounds. And the maximum lifting capacity is 2,800 pounds. And that's right about here lifting up. Now the further out you go, it's going to kind of drop off, but that goes without saying. So yeah, it's a good running machine. Perf, what you got to say about it?
This is Backhoe's A1.
It's a good running machine. We hate to see it go, but it's got to go. We're going to run it in its in the next clip. right, so here's your controls here. There's your diff lock there, your brake, your accelerator. This controls your bucket, that shifts your gears. There's your, these are your controls for your backhoe. That's a throttle control level. That's your stabilizer arms. Oh no, that's for your lock on your backhoe. That's your throttle control. That's your emergency brake. Pretty much it. Okay, so this is how we pull this thumb back up on itself. We pull that pin there. Let that kind of drop. And then we pull this pin here. That comes out like so. And then we pick this thing up. Like so. And we put that pin in there. I accidentally hit the pause button.
That's alright.
Okay. So that's about it. And then we put that keeper in there and we're good to go. All right. Thank you, Zach.